Welcome back to Spirit of Daytona. We are now getting ready to load and finish up our final processes on the 90 Chevrolet. Here we are on the scale pad. We'll do all of our final setups on the car. We'll do all of our test setups on the car here due to the tightened schedule we do have at the race weekend and not the amount of track time, so we don't have to come back to the garage area and do so many times on the scale pad. So we'll run through 3 to 4 different setups that we'll do here to go either way from where our baseline setup is. So if the racetrack has changed since the last time we were there, or we're just trying to go quicker or trying to learn more. With this new tire, we still are all, I think, learning a little bit. We've learned a lot at the last test at Miami, then more at Daytona, so we think we're heading in the right direction. So we'll make a couple changes. We'll go down there. If all else fails, we'll come back to our baseline. We set the car up with no shock absorbers on it at first, and then we'll go back and we'll set up all the shocks and all the shock packages that we run on it. Now we'll do some last minute decaling, all the little final stuff is what we'll start working on today as well. We are stacked, as you can see, there's bags on the car, and these bags are showing our weights that we would be running when we're going around the racetrack. So the bag on the roof and on the side pod are fuel weights. There's a bag in the front of the car that shows what our nose weighs, and there's a bag on the back of the car that shows what our hatch weighs. So this is all showing what the car is going around the racetrack. We also have our weight in for our driver, so we can keep that and we get all our ride heights and all of our measurements proper. The back of the car, as you can see, hasn't finished yet, so we'll have to put our tail lights on it. We'll have to put some more contingency stickers on the back of the car, all the drivers' names, all the sanction series stickers, all that stuff we'll get on there so we don't have to do it when we get down to the racetrack. Yeah, so now as you can see, our motor is installed, the gearbox is installed. This is our motor that we did run at Daytona for practice and qualifying. So we put it back in again, and now we'll run this for the whole weekend down there. We won't change motors unless we see something we don't like. So it's been ran, warm up, all the fluids have been put in the car. Everything's been topped off for weight purposes, as well as making sure there's no leaks or any issues and we don't have to take it back apart. The gearbox as well. This is the gearbox that we ran in practice and qualifying. After we're finished with the setup here, we'll be ready to go. It'll be what we'll run for the whole weekend down there. We won't have to change unless we have to for a crash damage or some type of part failure. Then once the car is completed on the scale pad, this afternoon we will do a pit stop practice. So we'll run through about 10 to 15 pit stops with the guys, so the guys get used to if something goes wrong, what they're supposed to do. After we finalize our pit stop practice, we'll pick up all of our pit stop stuff. We'll stage everything like we have lined up here, where it'll be our body cart, our fuel cart, our toolbox, and our timing and pit road stand. These items will all get loaded in on the bottom floor, which we tie down along the bottom, and we put the car upstairs with our spare gearbox and our spare rear end. How we set up in our shop is we work out of the trailer, so it kind of is it's a little bit extra room for us, as well as it makes it easy for us to load. We just go on lift gate, load up, and close the back door, and the truck driver will leave about noon on Wednesday, and it's about a 5-hour to 6-hour drive from here to the racetrack with the truck. We'll let him get down there. He'll get it parked and get down there in the parking lot so he can get up Thursday morning to do rig parking.